All right, here we go. I'm the Silvered Grunion, and we're playing WWE 2K24. It is CM Punk versus the world. It's the best in the world versus the world, and what's going to be an incredible gauntlet here at Wrestlemania. Of course, CM Punk didn't have his Wrestlemania moment this year due to injury, but he might have it tonight as he takes on a plethora of wrestling legends that no doubt are going to give CM Punk a run for his money. Can he become the champion of the world? Let's find out here in this championship gauntlet. But thanks a lot, guys, for being here. I am the Silvered Grunion, and it's great to have you guys here. It's been a crazy week, and it's nice to sit down and just finally play a game and talk to all of you. Of course, today's a very special day because today is the day that Nintendo World Championships is about to drop. Actually, it's already dropped. I'm waiting on my copy. And boy, oh boy, I can't wait to dig in. Been waiting for that one for a long time, so I figured in the meantime, might as well fire up WWE 2K24 and get my gauntlet on. Actually, right now, as I'm playing this game, with one eye, I'm actually watching a stream from Remember the Game. He is playing Nintendo World Championships as we speak, and it looks like a lot of fun. I'm kind of jealous. No, that's fine. He's Canadian. He might as well be first at something. Ooh, lost a lot of viewers there. I'm kidding, guys. Remember the Game might be my favorite retro gaming podcast, and it's the #1 retro gaming podcast in all of Canada. So I'm a big fan watching the stream here as I try to also defeat the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I'm not doing too good here. Maybe I should pay more attention to my stream and less to other people's. There we go. Boom! Nice little kick there by the best in the world. Big time GTS by CM Punk. There's the cover. Dusty Rhodes is down. Ooh, but Dusty Rhodes kicks out. We have a long way to go in this gauntlet challenge. We cranked up the difficulty and we have stacked the deck against the best in the world, CM Punk. Putting him up against some of the biggest and best legends in the world of wrestling. Rolling neckbreaker. There's the cover once again. And Dusty kicks out at 2. I'm not going to lie. Dusty's kind of giving me a little bit more of a challenge than I expected for the first matchup. We're already in the yellow, and that's not a good thing. Whoa, okay. What do we got, heat? What was that for? Dusty Rhodes really trying to take over here. And we have got to put Dusty away quickly if we want to survive or have any chance of going very far in this gauntlet challenge. Hopefully I sound okay, guys. I'm still recovering from last week, but I'm feeling better. Thanks for everybody who reached out and asked how I was doing. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. No complaints. If I can pick up a controller, it's a good day. Here we go. Punk to the top. Vivacious elbow right to the chest. There's the cover. And Dusty Rhodes kicks out again. What are you doing to me, Dusty? Come on. It's the first matchup. And Dusty Rhodes is acting like this is the final boss. Of course, to be a final boss in 2024, you have to have a bad tattoo and a fledgling Hollywood career. But that's neither here nor there, as Punk locks in the sharpshooter. Dusty Rhodes once again persevering. The American Dream is not going to go down without a fight. much to the chagrin of CM Punk and, quite frankly, myself. I was hoping to get pretty far in this gauntlet, and now I'm not so sure. But we're going to stick with it. No restarts. We're going to go with it till the very end. And let's see how far we can get. I don't know if we're going to win or not, but we're going to give it our best. You know, this really is the closest thing to a wrestling arcade game I can think of. I mean, I know there's Retromania Wrestling, which is one of my favorite wrestling games currently. But as far as WWE, this is really the closest we're going to get to an arcade style. The Gauntlets were a great addition to the franchise this year, and hopefully they will continue to be a staple of the series going forward. So help me, if they break the Gauntlets with another patch, well, I guess I'll just complain online, but still. I'll use all caps, and you won't like it. I can complain with the best of them. Nice Mongolian chop there moments ago from CM Punk. Let's try this again. Let's try to go one more time. Oh, he escaped. And Dusty is not wanting to do the J.O.B. Oh, it caught you that time. No, Dusty counters. Yes, baby. The American dream, Dusty Rhodes. About to beat the best in the world. Terrible impression. Terrible. Whoop. Got a kick out there. Dusty Rhodes is on fire. Inside cradle, let's try that. Punk's got him down. Oh, he caught a quick one. And the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, finally succumbs to the best in the world. But we're just getting started, because now take a look at this. It's the Hot Scott himself, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Superstar extraordinaire, Hall of Famer, and possibly one of the best wrestlers to never hold the World Heavyweight Championship. He didn't need it. Roddy Piper was a champion among the people, and when he stepped inside the ring, you knew he was the best, whether he had a championship belt or not. And I would have loved to see some kind of interaction between Roddy Piper and CM Punk, even just on the microphone. Those segments would have been gold. You know, Punk worked with a lot of legends throughout his career, not just in WWE, but in Ring of Honor as well. But never crossed paths with Roddy Piper until now in WWE 2K24. Where dream matches happen every time you pick up a controller. Go to Sleep by CM Punk brings down Piper. Ooh, and Piper kicks out, but no, we're not done yet. No. We got one more finisher. And it's got your name on it, Piper. We got to finish you off quick. We've only got TV time remaining, and Dusty Rhodes took up a lot of time. There's the cover again. And this time, Piper stays down. CM Punk moves on to the next challenger. Here we go. It's the Macho King, Randy Savage. You know, throughout this gauntlet, we've been using that flying elbow. Well, that's a tribute to the Macho Man, Randy Savage, that CM Punk has been doing since 2011. Trying to jump the gun on some of these legends who are really fighting back here. And our health is in the yellow, we're in the orange. Oof. If my memory serves me correctly, we still have 3 more competitors after the Macho King. So we're going to try to conserve some energy here, and try not to give too much away in the early stages, because we're going to need it towards the end, especially with the wrestlers that are left. They're not easy. They're not pushovers. So let's show the Macho Man what we learned. Boom! Oh. Savage going for a suplex and brings CM Punk down. I gotta say, too, the AI is very aggressive. That's why it was so disappointing a few weeks ago when the AI wasn't working too well after that latest patch. They did fix it, which is good. There's still moments when the computer doesn't quite seem to know what it wants to do, but it's functional. It's good. I was finally able to start my universe mode, which has been working out very well, and been splitting my time between that and, of course, the Gauntlet challenges, which I just find fun. Oh, big time Macho Man elbow across the Macho Man. Insult to injury, but Macho King kicks out royally. Punk says, go to sleep. Savage prone, Punk hooks the leg. And Macho King kicks out at the last second. This matchup will continue. All right, we got to stay on him here. We got him on the ropes, so to speak. And we got to stay on the Macho King and not let him get in any offense. Oh! Savage with a vivacious body slam. Goes for the cover. And only the Macho King can get away with using a body slam as a false finish. That's the ferociousness of which he slams CM Punk down. Savage going there for a suicide dive. I don't think the Macho King would ever have done that. He was too smart. Nowadays, I'm not going to get on my soapbox, but nowadays, with all the dives and all the craziness, that's why in the previous generation, guys wrestled into their 50s, maybe even their 60s. And nowadays, you got guys in their 30s that are retiring because they're too beat up. Ooh, nice elbow there. I think we missed. That's why they call it high risk. Float over into the rolling neckbreaker. Time-tested offense by the best in the world. Savage up on the shoulders. And the Macho King gets dethroned. Punk survives. Oh, I forgot about this guy. It's the King, Harley Race. Ooh, we got 4 more. Ooh, we are up against the wall here, guys. I think we got 4 more wrestlers to go. I like to say we're going to make short work of Harley Race, but Harley Race is no one to sneeze at. Harley Race, one of the toughest men, not just wrestlers, one of the toughest men to ever walk the earth. The pride of Kansas, absolutely. Former 7-time World Heavyweight Champion and forever known as the King of Wrestling. He even competed in front of 93,000 fans in 1987, defeating the legendary Junkyard Dog in the Pontiac Silverdome. But it's the King Harley Race's out-of-ring exploits that have made him a legend among fans and wrestlers alike. Just one of the toughest men to ever lace up the boots. One of the toughest men just to ever roll out of bed. This guy could have been a carpenter, he could have been a bus driver, and he still would have been one of the toughest people to ever live. God bless Harley Race. And it's great to see him here in 2K24. Made his debut last year in 2K23, and his model looks excellent. One of my favorites. Now Punk with the cover, but no. Ooh, race with a nice counter. I wouldn't mind losing the race. If we lose here, it's fine. I mean, all of these legends. I mean, there's nobody in here that couldn't have defeated CM Punk. But for the purpose of this stream, I'm really hoping we can at least get the final boss of the Gauntlet. And I'm not so sure. We got him up now. Go to sleep to Harley Race. If he kicks out, it's... Oh, he decided no. I was going to say, if he doesn't kick out, it's because he didn't want to. CM Punk survives and moves on to another challenger. And here comes George, the Animal Steel. George, the Animal Steel, may be best known as the lovable and fun-loving character from the late 1980s and early 1990s. But did you know that in the 70s, he was one of the most vicious heels in the world of wrestling? In fact, he was one of the prominent challengers to Bruno Sammartino's WWF Championship. And every time George the Animal Steel stepped inside the ring with the champion, you knew there was a very good chance that the title could change hands. Of course, a very educated man outside the ring, but you would never know inside his barbaric nature made him one of the most dangerous wrestlers in the history of the World Wrestling Federation. He also made one appearance in World Championship Wrestling in January of 2000 on a live Monday Nitro, where he faced off against Double J Jeff Jarrett. But the less said about that era, the better. George the Animal Steel was eating turnbuckles for decades in the world of wrestling. And now here, trying to put an end to our championship aspirations in WWE 2K24. Can the best in the world survive the Animal? Or is George Steele going to break the best in the world in half? Nice chair shot there. We're going to try to wear down George Steele. Because I'll tell you, he's a vicious guy inside this game as well. You know, the developers at 2K certainly liked them some George Steele. And on more than one occasion, I've lost matches to Steele that I didn't think I would. Let's hope it doesn't happen here. I love throwing weapons. That's great. Bounced it right off his head. Oh, but George Steele counters. Got to be very careful here. We're in the red. We can't afford to go down. There's the cover, but no. Oh, George Steele kicks out with authority. Close but no cigar for the best in the world. Let's try once again with the Macho Man elbow. Right down into the sternum. But that's not going to be enough for a man like George Steele. Let's pick him up. And let's bring him down. Go to sleep. Punk hooks the leg. Referee right in position. Oh, and George Steele manages to survive. What's it going to take to put down the Animal? Again a kick out. Man. We got two more wrestlers after this. And we're already in the red. We got to be careful not to be putting any compromised positions, or that could be it. Look at this. George Steele. No selling the steps. Went for the cover, but no. At least we kicked out quickly. We still got some gusto. We still got some fire left in the proverbial furnace. Nailed the Muay Thai kick that time. Steele crumples down to the mat like yesterday's laundry. There's the cover. And again, George Steele manages to survive. Try this one. On for size. There we go. That should be it. That should be it for George Steele. And it is. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, CM Punk, as he advances to the next challenger. Oh, here we go. The hardcore legend Terry Funk. And I'm just now realizing, so in my little bit of an explanation, in my universe mode, I actually have Terry Funk, and I dyed his hair white to give him kind of that modern look, that, you know, that one more match Terry. And I accidentally, I guess, selected that attire. So sorry about that, where everybody else is in their prime. But still, Terry Funk is no challenger to take lightly. And we're going to see here if the Funker can finally put an end to CM Punk. Now, these are two guys who did have multiple interactions in the world of wrestling. In fact, the first time I saw these two, the first time I saw CM Punk, he was in the ring with Terry Funk. That was in total non-stop action wrestling in 2003. I feel like Terry Funk has been virtually everywhere and done everything. You know, in 1997, at the age of 53 years old, Terry Funk became the ECW World Heavyweight Champion on a national pay-per-view when he defeated the Sandman, Stevie Richards, and Raven, all in one night to become the recognized champion of the world. It would literally start a renaissance of his career that he would hold on to for almost a decade later. It introduced a whole new generation to the crazy antics of the man from the Double Cross Ranch, Terry Funk. Whether he was on Monday Night Raw with Mick Foley or wrapped up in barbed wire in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in Extreme Championship Wrestling, Terry Funk made his mark everywhere he went and made sure every fan got their money's worth. We barely hit that elbow. Let's try to finish off the Funker. Go to sleep. Knee right underneath the chin. There's the cover. And Terry Funk kicks out. That's all right, though. With the resume I just ran down, you can understand that Terry Funk is from the Double Cross Ranch and he's double tough because of it. Now we got some barbed wire. That's just going to make Terry Funk angry. That was a bad idea. Never introduce barbed wire when inside the ring with Terry Funk. It's like reminding a bear, hey, by the way, you got sharp teeth. Thanks. Nice counter there. I told you. Ooh, Terry Funk busts CM Punk wide open. Punk has got to do something quickly. We have to do something quickly, or else this gauntlet is going to end with the hardcore icon. Pile driver, but no. Terry Funk counters one of the most dangerous moves in all of wrestling. Counter there by Terry Funk. Punk ducks the clothesline. Roll up there, catching Terry off guard. 2 3/4, but no. Punk quickly puts down Funk with a kick. Terry Funk is staggered. Up on the shoulders. Go to sleep by CM Punk. That's the second one. Is it the charm? No, it's not. Terry Funk gets the shoulder up once again. We're not going to let that happen, though. Here we go. Not going to let him get up. There's the elbow right across the chest. And that is enough to put down the hardcore legend Terry Funk. And then there was one.
The next fall will win the match.
Introducing the final participant in this Gauntlet Challenge, one of the toughest men in the world of wrestling, Ravishing Rick Rude. An argument can be made that Rick Rude is the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Oh, Punk, though, trying to go for it early. And Rick Rude manages to counter. You know, Rick Rude is the only man to show up on Monday Night Raw and WCW Monday Nitro, two totally different shows on totally different networks, airing at the same time, and Rick Rude appeared on both of them in the same night. What very few people talk about is that also that week, Rick Rude appeared on Extreme Championship Wrestling, making Rick Rude the only person to appear on all three major wrestling programs in the 90s, in the same 7-day calendar week. Inside the ring, he was a pretty boy. But outside the ring, this man could knock you out with one punch. Although many people, in fact most people, will remember him for his rivalry with the Ultimate Warrior. I remember mostly his incredible matches with the Nature Boy Ric Flair in WCW when Rick Rude captured the International Heavyweight Championship. And we have got to be careful. This is crunch time, guys. This is the final boss. And we got to be careful to not fall victim to any major wrestling maneuvers here. Otherwise, we could find ourselves unable to kick out because we are in the red quite literally. Irish Whip was reversed. Now Rick Rude's got him up in the Tree of Woe. CM Punk is helpless. Hopefully not for too long. This is exactly what we were trying to avoid. And Rick Rude throws in the garbage can. Give us time to counter. I see that Rick Rude is ready for that rude awakening, but we cannot let that happen. Went for the elbow. Rude tried to avoid it, but no. Driven right down into the back. Up on the shoulders. Boom! GTS. There's the cover. Last-ditch effort. Can we get it? Oh, we did. Wow. We actually did it, guys. We made it to the end. And CM Punk becomes the champion of the world. What a Gauntlet challenge. What a matchup. What a Wrestlemania. Here in WWE 2K24. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me here. I am the Silvered Grunion. Make sure you like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and we'll see you next time for more content, more action, and more WWE 2K24. From best in the world to champion of the world.